day we today? November 3rd, I believe, right?
Yep.
Alright, folks. Whacking some beaver. I just moved. I had a set down in the corner of the dam there. It wasn't touched, so I put an entrance set in. Not sure how well the camera will pick it up, but you can see the nice channel here. I have two on this side. The one entrance set doesn't look touched. And then there's one over on the dam, and Jody kindly pointed out there is a foot. So we did whack one anyways. Set this thing up without sending it into the drink here and running over my truck behind me. Straight into the drink.
More of a hindrance than help. No, you got one there too. Let's get a small one.
See one there. Did you see one in the entrance?
There's one right here underwater.
There was a trap up on the house, right beside the stick.
The one on the stick and the one on the house has got another one too.
Oh, nice.
So
Tree out of this house. Any takers? How many figures in here, Joe?
Oh, that's one kit. The other one, and the kit's smaller than this one, so I'm thinking that's a juvenile, that's a kit. Usually there's a couple of kits. It's not the huge feed bed, but and that Bigfoot over there looked more like an adult.
All right, we'll get him out of the traps here.
When you're a teenager and you know everything and you set your trap and tear the big hole,
yeah.
My dad would just sit there, he wouldn't say a word.
Then you come back and it's 6 inches out of the water.
You come back, there's no beaver in it, your trap's this far out of the water, the dam's down. My dad always look at me and say, yeah, how's that working for you? Bill's different. He does his a little bit different. He doesn't set any in the channel or the spillway. He always will make a spillway and then just off to the side do a scent.
Oh,
and
call him and then...
his experience has been when he's trapping, that if he does a set like that, he's more prone to a stick or something. By setting it off of it, the beaver can put the stick in it, it won't fire the trap, and then he speaks to its nose and it automatically comes to the scent, and he has a higher success rate. I do a bit of both. I set off of it, I do like you, I do scent sticks, I do entrances, and I do a couple of spillways too.
I know.
They're OCD when it comes to spillways. They may not come to a scent, but if there's running water, they're losing their mind.
Yeah. Dad would never do a dam set. He said, you're just liable to catch a stick. And it's not a set I go to. I prefer finding where they're going up into the bush.
Yeah, you like the runs.
This is a little different style of trapping because we're eliminating this house. So if at all possible, entrance sets.
I like the runs like where you had gone on Evans Street. I look at those runs where they're coming out pulling sticks, and I will either do a 3-nail set or I'll do stick through the spring so it's underwater. The disadvantage of this line is it's right in town, so there's lots of people with dogs, lots of kids. So for me, that trap being out of sight, out of mind, and safe and under the water makes it better for me.
Urban
like
trapping.
You saw when we were doing it, I'm always putting my signs out. If I'm going to be guilty of anything, I'm going to be guilty of over communicating and at least warning you.
Well, I agree with you. You're better off to lose a trap than catch somebody's dog.
And I've been really lucky. My dad did catch a couple of dogs in snares because he wouldn't do Kona bear cubbies anywhere close to town, and he was a firm believer that any dog that was ever trained on a leash, once it got into the snare, it wouldn't keep pulling far enough to send that lock down and lock the lock, and the dog would generally sit there. So the dogs he caught, he was able to go in, release the snare and release the dog, and that. So
Well, that's beaver number 3 out of this house. We're resetting. Give it a couple of days soak and then we'll come back and check.
Really good sized beaver.
Yeah, no, and he's right next to the truck, so that's perfect. All right, we're at set location number 2 on Jody's grounds, and then I got a house set on Larry's. So after we check these sets, Jody and I are going to split up here.
Yeah, I'm dressed as the orange Oompa Loompa because I'm going up on the active mine site.
And I'm dressed all in camo because I'm not. So the house is over there. Don't know if you guys can make out the feed bed. It's somewhere in that general vicinity. I see my entrance set is knocked over, and if you want, Jode, I do have extra trap stands. We can set this one in an entrance over there. Oh, look, there's muskrat. I don't know if you guys will make it out, but there's muskrat swimming there.
First one we've seen.
Yeah.
Or first sign of one we've seen.
I put barges on the wrong pond. All right, folks, so the truck is across the way. That's where we whacked the, I'm pretty sure it's the male. Joe's got one here. It looks like he was up on the house last night or whatever. He went around his buddy there. And then I have an entrance set over here that's knocked over, so I'll go check that. You good, Jode?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wade my behind over here. Let's see if this trap went bang or not. I know this is an entrance. The trap is sprung. And muskrat. Okay. Well, it's the first muskrat off the grounds anyways. Alright. I'll take these guys out. 2 beaver and a rat. Oh, yeah, 2 beaver and a rat. See if I can drop in another set here. Well, folks, I've made it to Larry's line. This is the only pond I have set up. It's right beside the highway. Out of 4 traps, only one of them's gone bang. These two sets haven't nothing in them. Top of the dam here on the spillway, nothing. I do have one around the corner that I will show you once I paddle over there. Alright, folks, I don't normally like stepping on the house, but it is what it is. I do have a beaver in this set. It was awkward to set, so alright, mesdames and messieurs, there's our tally. Well, not this guy up here. He was caught the other day. He's next on the list to get done. 1 rat, 6 beaver, 5 of them off of Jody's, 1 of them off of Larry's. Anyways, till next time, guys, stay frosty.